Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 German attack aircraft in Enlisted. And why are we doing this? Well, it's because I love CAS. I am a rat, I love doing close air support, I love farming infantry, and the Germans, allies, and Soviets are especially good at it. RIP Japan. I hope one day we get some better attack aircraft for those guys, but I want to make a top 5 for each of these nations. Don't worry, Japan. I'll get you there once Darkflow starts respecting that we have people playing Japan. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna hop right in without further ado, guys. Here are the top 5, and let's just start with the first one. Coming in at the number 5 spot, guys, we have the well-known Stuka, the Ju-87 D-5. Now, there are a bunch of versions in this game of the Stuka, and namely the R2 with a 500 kilogram bomb is a lot of people's favorites. And if your intentions are to basically ram into the ground with a bomb, yeah, then the 500 kilo is really nice because of a big blast radius. But if you like smaller bombs and one big bomb, then the Stuka D-5 is for you. You get a 250 kilo, which is more than enough to take out a tank, and you get 4 50 kilos, which brings you to 450 kilograms of payload, just 50 kilograms shy of the Stuka R2. But the thing with the D5 is you also get 20mm guns, 2 of them in fact, and they're really good for taking out infantry. Along with that, if you find an APC, you can shred it in seconds with these guns, and that's why I think this is the best Stuka. You also benefit from 20mm in a dogfight. These things are not meant to dogfight, but if you find somebody that you get under 6, yeah, these 20mm will shred them up. You can also take out many low BR tanks because BR2 is a great BR for taking out tanks with guns, and in general people in lower BRs tend to be newer to the game, and if you know how to handle a Stuka, you can really farm a lot of kills. So yeah, that's why I say the Stuka is definitely on the top 5. Low tier farmer, well known, beautiful plane, and it actually flies very easily. It's a great beginner aircraft if you decided to start on Germany to really learn the ropes of attack planes. But let's move on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have the Me-410s, the 2 of them. First one here, the Me-410A1/U2. It's the rocket version. It comes in at BR4 and is quite an interesting aircraft. They were supposed to replace the Bf-110, that whole lineup, and it ended up being kind of a failure. It is kind of heavy when flying, but don't worry, in Enlisted, it is not that bad. It's got great guns because they're all in the middle, and you do get 7.92s with this one and some 20mm, which is nice. These 20mm, especially center mounted, can concentrate and be pretty good firepower for taking out infantry, APCs. Yeah, you get the drill. So the rockets here, they're the same as the Bf-110, the WFRG rockets. They're huge and they take out infantry easily. You can also hit tanks with this, and once you get good with rockets, they are, in my opinion, very powerful compared to bombs. So I like the Me-410s, and not a lot of people do like them, but the thing is, they do have quite a bit of firepower, and they can actually dogfight. They have 2 engines. They're powerful. They do generate a lot of thrust, but the thing is, their rear gunners can be kind of bad. Now, moving on to the other one, the Me-410B1, the bomber version. It is coming in at BR5, and again, is really nice because it has all its guns and bombs concentrated right in the middle of the fuselage. The bombs are actually right underneath the pilot's feet, so you can really easily aim these bombs. You get 2 250 kilogram bombs, and you just saw 20 kills right there. Now this is against bots, guys, because getting footage for this is just a lot easier when I can just hop in and nobody's taking the aircraft. I hope you can deal with that. If you want to see videos about these aircraft, I do have videos up on my channel. Just search for the plane you want to see, and definitely there should be something. So the Me-410B1 here, I think is a great aircraft. The thing is, there are other aircraft out there that bomb better than this. So let's move on to something a little bit more interesting and better at bombing for sure. And coming in at the number 3 spot, guys, this one is a great plane, the Ju-188. The best bomber for Germany. It is a medium bomber, it is a fast bomber, and it actually turns really well. You get a 5-man crew, all manning guns, and you as a pilot, so you have 4 guns protecting you. And one of them is forward facing. So Darkfloor actually just made an update where you could control all 4 like the Soviet bomber. But they've taken it away again. I think they're trying to fix the graphics. But when that does come out, it means you can actually turn this into an AC-130, is my theory. So along with having that, you also get tons of bombs, guys. 1,500 kilogram payload total. That equals to 6 250 kilogram bombs, and you can drop these individually. I think the Ju-188 is a very powerful aircraft. It, along with the bombs and the guns and great flying characteristics, it also gives you 5 crew members that you can actually land on the ground with your parachutes and help your team. If you don't have a paratrooper squad, you should just get one of these in your loadout and equip them with your best guns, good perks, and once you get shot down, land on the ground safely and help push the cap. It's basically a free paratrooper plane, and if you get good enough, you can actually just drop your bombs, fly upwards into the sky, and as you're drifting up, jump out, and then you will safely land on the ground with your parachute. That's a good tip for you guys if you don't have paratroopers. I think it's a very interesting way, at least, to do it. So yeah, the Ju-188 deserves a spot here, and it gets a number 3 because it does not have any offensive guns the pilot can control. So yeah, you will get shot down quite quickly if a good fighter comes along. So that is why we're going to go along to number 2, that can definitely dish out some pain in the dogfight. Coming in at number 2, we have the Focke-Wulf 190 D-12. Now, the D version, or the Dora as it was called, it refers to the engine's length. You can see the engine is a little bit longer than if you compare it to an older version of the Focke-Wulfs. They were meant to go after bomber formations and could take out P-51s, P-47s pretty easily. Now, in Enlisted, this thing is very, very hard to fly. It is classified as one of the most difficult planes to manage because of its very high roll rate. It just rolls like crazy, and it doesn't turn that well. It is a little bit odd because in real life it was quite decent at turning, but I think it's because it was at higher altitudes, and we don't really play there in Enlisted, so yeah, there's not really that many high altitude bomber formations coming in, except for the radio called ones. But yeah, why is this thing good? Along with being a fighter classed as an attack plane, you get 2 20mm and you get 1 30mm machine cannon, which is the same one as on the BF-110s. This thing has explosive filler and can kill infantry if it lands nearby them, which is what makes it really powerful. Of course, this is also insane in a dogfight, but along with that, you get the same amount of bombs as the Stuka D-5. You get 4 50 kilogram bombs and 1 250, meaning you can take out pretty much anything. Now, getting diving and bombing down with this thing takes time. It took me 6 months to really figure this thing out, playing it rigorously, dogfighting, bombing, everything you can think of, and it is a fun aircraft once you learn it. But it does not deserve the number 1 spot, even though it is quite high on the tech tree. It is a little bit of a passion if you want to play this. Most people would be beneficial just to go with the number 1 spot, which comes right here. Number 1 here, guys. The number 1 spot, we have the BF-110 G2, the A-10 Thunderbolt of World War II, if you ask me. You get a 37mm autocannon for taking out tanks, as well as aircraft. Plus, you get a 30mm machine cannon that, just like the Focke-Wulf 190, has explosive filler to take out infantry. Along with that, you get 4 of these WFRG rockets that are just absolutely devastating to anything they touch. The BF-110 can actually hold its own in the air as well. You get a rear gunner that has a very nice open view that you can actually utilize yourself. I've taken out quite a few unsuspecting pilots that flew directly towards me as I flew upwards, and I could just line them up, shooting their pilot straight into the canopy and getting the kill. It is a great heavy fighter, and the BF-110s were used a lot in the war, especially to take out bomber formations. I myself find this to be the most powerful aircraft the Germans can bring out. It might not be a fighter like the BF-109, and it probably will not win against the Mustang or any good fighter pilot out there. But what you can do is you can devastate in a whole enemy push or an attack in seconds. A very well placed rocket can take out 10 to 13 people, and you don't even need to fire all your rockets at once. The reason I think the Bf-110 is the best is also because it's very easy to fly. It's a very forgiving aircraft, and it tends to keep up speed and energy quite well. And it also, like I said, turns very nicely. You do get combat flaps with the Bf-110, as well as a bunch of other high-tier German aircraft. Another thing with the Bf-110, it's BR3, guys. If you want to go seal clubbing and get into low BR games, taking out low BR tanks, it can also do that. It's not limited to play high BR only, which is ultimately one of the biggest bonuses to this aircraft. You unlock it quite early, and it can help you farm so much XP, guys. Learning how to fly in this game is super important, because a lot of the XP that helps you get through the tech trees actually sits in the air or inside a tank. Tanks and aircraft, I say it all the time, give you so much XP along with attacking the objective, and it helps your team win if you know what you're doing. So if you want to learn how to fly, I do have a guide. Check it out. Yeah. This has been the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think are the top 5 attack planes in the German tech tree. I would like to know what yours are. This is my personal list. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in another video. Remember to like, subscribe, and yeah, whatever you do, comment. I would love to know. See you guys in another one.